again. It's me, Louisiana Chick. I'm coming to you all with my recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville, the reunion part one. Um, the reunion starts out with Carlos King doing his usual Carlos King shit, going from all the castmates' dressing room to other dressing rooms, being his usual messy self. After everybody goes on, Kimmy and Maurice are the first to go on stage. Kimmy looked a lot better than she did last reunion. She was covered up. And I was glad about that. I think Kimmy is a beautiful woman, but sometimes some of the things she put on is a bit risque. Um, After that, Tisha Marceau into the stage. Tisha looks a hot mess. I've heard people say something about her looking like Genie in the bottle, and I just wish they put her ass back in the bottle because that wasn't hitting on nothing. Um, I don't know what if Tisha had a few shots tonight or what she was indulging in because Tisha was knucking and bucking. Yes, Tisha was knucking and bucking. And she went at Stormy and she basically accused Stormy of bad business practices. And the irony in that is that Tisha and Marceau in court now for lawsuits. So it's like the pot calling the kettle black. But whatever. Tisha then goes on to talk about um I already been through that with her talking about Stormy and Stormy owing them money and all that stuff or whatever. They go on to talk about um you know Tisha uh blurted out to Stormy, go pop some pills. I don't know where that came from. Uh Stormy, go pop some pills. I don't know where it came from. I guess that's just something that she wanted to say or whatever, but I've never seen on social media nor heard Stormy doing any type of drugs. But whatever. Most people that have sense, rational logic, don't in one ear and out the other when it comes from Tisha. They address Kimmy and Maurice in the sex life as usual, and we're tired of hearing about his need for sex, Kimmy's dry cootie cat, and her faking the orgasms because he just ain't hitting it right. We tired of that. If she had just talked about her cancer journey and things like that or whatever, I think that Kimmy could have redeemed herself. She might could have got back, got a bigger support system than what she had. But it seems like all her focus on is Maurice and him being satisfied. Um Carlos Keyes brings up, them not, women faking orgasms and Kimmy talking about she faked orgasm with Maurice. He then turns to Mel and asks her about her faking orgasms when she was with Martell, and she said yes. And of course, Martell was mad. Um, he said he got a hook and a curve. But I'm here to tell you, baby, you can have a hook and a curve. And if you don't know what you doing, baby, that don't matter nothing. Don't make a damn. Um, during the lunch break, they all go to the dressing rooms and stuff. Stormy and Courtney are in their dressing room, and Stormy lets it be known, uh, that she's basically been sparing Tisha or whatever, and she was surprised just like everybody else that Tisha grew balls, you know, because she usually sits there and she doesn't say anything, of substance anyway. But I guess the older she get, the more she's turning into her mama. Uh, Maurice and Martell are in a room together, and they're discussing their spouses. Well, Martell's ex-spouse, saying that they're not being satisfied in the bedroom. That seems to be something that is just bewildering to them or whatever. And they kind of making jokes about it or whatever, but low key, they don't like that shit. Um, After everybody comes back on the stage, they do a recap of all the shit that Marceau has done towards women on that cast. Um, and all everything that they recap that gave validity to Stormy calling him a bitch, because that shit that bitches do. Men don't generally get in mess or have an opinion when it comes to mess. That's women stuff. And he admitted it, so it is what it is. Um Marcel also stated that he really didn't care much about what Stormy was saying, being as though they're not real friends, and her opinions don't matter to him. Um, I guess there was supposed to be a dig at Stormy, but Stormy don't care. Um, and they also brought up Marcel trying to diminish Melody's hard work in building an empire and generational work for her children. Um, Talking about she only sold t-shirts when everybody knows that's a lie. That woman has property preservation. She's walking in fashion shows with Jay Bolin. She's doing her own clothing, and she's into a number of things, a number of businesses. Meanwhile, being a mother. And I think it's very sad and pathetic and bitch for more so to act as though that woman is not doing anything, you know what I'm saying, anything of substance. When we're trying to figure out, like, what are you and your wife doing? Why y'all always in lawsuits? The disdain that they have for Mel on this show is crazy. I don't I honestly could not film with them now, and I also feel like they bagging on Melody now. Now Kiki is the target, and we all know that Tisha never wanted Kiki on that show. So she is doing everything she can to try to make Kiki look bad. But Kiki is one that owns her stuff, which is something that Tisha can never do. It does not matter whatever went on between Kiki and her husband, and their marriage is between Kiki, her husband, and their marriage. It doesn't matter what they're doing. The only reason everybody is concerned about what Marcel doing is because, you know what I'm saying, he always somewhere being messy in somebody else's business. So yeah, people gonna dig into his. That's the only reason why people, care. Nobody cares, because like I feel like your ass already know. Yeah, you might be in the bed with him and the other bitches, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Um next week episode will pick up where Kiki's on stage, and they coming at Kiki and all that type of stuff. I really just really wish they would leave Kiki the fuck alone. Kiki hadn't done anything any worse than anybody else on that show. They all done talked about stuff that's out on this show to other people outside of the show. And everybody is trying to make a big deal out of what Kiki did or whatever, or what Kiki said. And I feel like it's unwarranted. I think it's crazy for people to be upset with Kiki because she got upset after being like targeted at their retreat in Houston. Why even bring her along, ask her to come, whatever, if that was what y'all was gonna do. My understanding that the therapist was supposed to be there as a couple counselor. Kiki ain't have her husband there. So why are you even talking to Kiki? Because Kimmy took her flab ass over there and gave her a rundown of what had been going on. So the damn therapist already had that in her implanted in her head, and she went at Kiki. And they talking about Kiki acting like a 5-year-old child. Kiki did a whole lot better than me, because I'd have got up from there, slapped the shit out of that damn counselor, and V-line over there to Tisha and Marceau. Even a dog get tired. Pressure bust pipes. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, they bullied Mel the same way, them same ones. More so Tisha, and not so much Kimmy, but her butterball ass husband. They bullied and tried to out Mel when she was going through one of the toughest times of her life. They all still sitting up there like they don't know about this revenge porn. But Kiki can't be on the trip, but Martell can. Make it make sense. It's crazy as hell. All in all, I give the first part of the reunion maybe a 6 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing, major, but I'll give it a 6. See what next week episode hold. And that concludes my recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I thank you all, or no one at all, or whatever, for being here. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the next one.